Good morning, everybody. My name is Christopher Myers. I am from LP Sawhney, Vidya Bhavan. In the beginning of the session, we spoke about asanas and benefits of it. So, here we start a new chapter on asanas. First is Akarna Dhanurasana. This asana is to be performed in a sitting position. In this asana, the shape of the body becomes like a shape of drawing, that is, pulling the bow. Hence, it is called Akarna Dhanurasana. Points to bear in mind, that is, the body should not make haste. While doing this asana, bringing the legs held by the hands slowly up to the ear. The stomach would be contracted and bent a little. Benefits of this asana: the muscle of the This is the image of Akarna Dhanurasana. Please look at it carefully. Please, and of course, don't try it at home. It has to be done. Next, we have Ustrasana. This asana is to be done in a sitting position. Ustra means camel. Its complete state of this asana is the shape of body resembles the shape of a camel to some extent. Hence, it is called Ustrasana. Points to bear in mind: drawing out the stomach and the chest as far as possible. Bend the head backwards as much as possible so that enough bending is done to the body. It helps to continuous breathing while normal speed. Don't stay in this asana for long. Repeat this asana 3 to 5 times. Benefits: spine remains flexible, healthy and efficient, and it also helps in removing constipation and indigestion. This is the image of Ustrasana. Lola Asana. This asana is to be done in a sitting position. When the body comes in the complete position of this asana, it can swing like a pendulum of a clock. Hence, it is called Lola Asana. In this asana, it is required to lift the body with the help of the hands in Padmasana posture. Hence, it is called Uttapadasana. Points to bear in mind: in the complete position of asana, keep the neck and sight straight. Benefits: the muscles of the arms become strong. You get rid of idleness and negligency. The respiratory system are nourished and become more active. Garbhasana. This asana is to be done in a sitting position. The form of this asana is just like a child in an embryo. Hence, it is called Garbhasana. Points to bear in mind: while doing this asana, take care that you don't not tumble down. Garbhasana. Can you see the image? By doing this asana, the thighs get stretched as they fold in the Padmasana form, and the hands go through them and catch the ears. This is how the thighs become. Pavan Mukti Asana. This asana is to be performed by sleeping on the back. Pavan means gas. Mukt means released. This name of asana shows that this asana removes unnecessary gases from the stomach and the intestines. It is essential to pay attention to the breathing in this asana. Don't do this asana if you are suffering from severe pain and any stomach injury. Benefits of this asana: constipation and gas gets removed. Disorder of digestive organs. This is the image of Pavan Mukti Asana. You do this by lying down on your back and very slowly lifting your legs towards your chest and catching your knees with your hands and pressing it against your stomach. Setukasana. This asana is done by lying on the back. In this asana, the shape of the body becomes just like a setu, a bridge. Hence, it is called Setukasana. Points to bear in mind. Be aware while holding the waist with the help of the palm of both hands. Part of the neck and head touches the ground. Benefits. The practice of this asana gives exercise to both the following: bones of the shoulders, bones of the elbows, and even the waist, the fingers, the whole spine, the bones of the hip, bones of the knees and ankles also get Setukasana. See very carefully how the body gets bent with the hands catching the hip and the neck and the head both touch the ground, with the legs also touching at the ground. Asana. This asana is done by lying on the back. In this asana, the form of the body becomes like a boat, that is nauk. Hence, this asana is called Naukasana. Points to bear in mind. Don't give jerks while rising up the body part. Take care that the body may not tremble while holding the asana. In the beginning, performing this asana for only few seconds, but by increasing practice, it can be reached up to 2 minutes. Benefits of this asana: it keeps muscles and organs of the stomach healthy. It increases the balance capacity of the body. It decreases fat on the stomach and the hips. It gives firmer and steadiness to the body. It keeps the spine healthy and capability. Asana. This asana is done by lying on the back. In this asana, the form of the body is just like a chakra, wheel of a disc. Hence, it is called Chakrasana. Points to bear in mind. In this asana, at the time of rising the body from the waist, take care that the hands and the legs may not split. Bringing the waist downward slowly, take care not to collide. Benefits. The spine. Okay, this is Chakrasana. You can see the very first image. A person is lying down on the back, having his hands close to his ears and his legs joined together and brought close to his thighs. Then, second image, slowly he lifts his body up on the weight of his hands and legs. Then he relaxes his body by stretching his arms. Bhujangasana. This asana is done by lying on the stomach. Bhujang means serpent. In this asana, the shape of the body becomes like the shape of a serpent, raising its hood. Hence, it is called Bhujang. Points to bear in mind. Any students suffering from diseases like hernia, ulcers of the stomach, back pain, internal TB should not do this asana. Benefits: the stomach gets massage and remain healthy. Muscles of the neck become strong. The waist, the exact posture of Bhujangasana. If you see very clearly, the person is lying down on the stomach, having the hands touching the floor, and slowly lifting the body upward in an upright position in the shape of a serpent, also known as a snake or a cobra. Shalabhasana. This asana is to be done by lying on the stomach straight. Shalabha means locus. This asana, the shape of the body becomes like a salaba, hence is called Salabhasana. By doing this asana, it's very easy. Bring your legs very slowly while lifting both legs together high, and then again bringing them down. See that there is no collision even a little. Don't do this asana if suffering from hernia, ulcers, high blood pressure, internal TB or any problems of the heart. This is the shape of Salbhasana. This is lying on the stomach and slowly lifting the legs and the hands and the head and just balancing on the stomach. and very slowly. This exercise has to be done in a very slow form. No doubt, children, please do not do it at home. It has to be done under guidance of somebody. Garudasana. This asana is to be done in a standing position. In this asana, the shape of the body becomes like an Garu, that is eagle. Hence, it is called Garudasana. Benefits of this asana: the legs and the hands become strong. Balance capacity of the body increases. Practice of this asana helps in increasing height. Concentrate increases to help in dharana. It helps in retaining the mind. Garudasana, you can see this image. A person standing on one leg with one leg turning over the other and the same side the hand turning around the other hand. Look. Makarasana. This asana is done in the position by lying on the stomach. Makkar means magar, crocodile. When the asana is in the complete state, the body seems like a magar, also known as crocodile. Points to bear in mind: makes the respiratory system process very normal and natural, makes the complete body loose and relaxed, makes the mind quiet. Person suffering from low BP and any problem related to heart should not do this asana. Benefits of this asana: physical fatigue is removed, intestines become active, due to which gas and constipation are removed, fat decreases. It is beneficial to the patient of high BP. Mental stress and sleeplessness are removed very easily. Image of Makarasana. You can see a girl is lying down flat on her stomach with hands underneath her head. Either you can keep your head downwards or you can turn your head on any one side to make yourself relaxed and comfortable so that you remain flat on the ground, but keeping your legs open on both the sides, keeping a little space between both your legs. You can do this asana at a very relaxed thing. People who do not get sleep at nights, anybody